Hey, welcome to Joe's Multiverse. I'm Joe, and today we are going to visit the universe of movies. We're going to play a fun little game called 5 Movies in This Box. This box right here. All right, here's how we play. I pull out 5 movies, and then I talk about them. That's about it. A lot of movies in here. All right. Let's see. What do we got? In Time. Let me know if anybody has seen this movie. It's got Justin Timberlake, and I know some people would kind of scoff or whatever. This is actually a pretty good movie. Also, Amanda Seyfried? I don't know. But it's a really unique, original movie. I've never seen a movie like this. It's been out for quite some time, but I would go check it out. It's kind of in the future, and people use time as currency. And as you can see on Justin Timberlake's arm right there is how much time that you have. And some people only have, like, let's say a year worth, and once that is gone, you just kind of collapse and die. And you can earn more time. All the rich people have like 1,000 years or whatever, so they're pretty much, can be immortal. So it's a really cool original sci-fi thriller, and it's worth a check out. So check it out. Let's see. Oh, it's one of my 3D movies. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Have you heard of this? Maybe you haven't. It just sounded stupid. But it's actually... I used to watch this all the time, and I don't usually care for movies like this, but I think it kind of came out during the time when vampires were all the rage, and the Abraham Lincoln movie was coming out. The one with... what's his name? From There Will Be Blood, and Last of the Mohicans, and Gangs in New York. This is actually a cool movie. It's got a real kind of almost a John Woo kind of style. Who did direct this? I'm not sure. I don't know, but it's a very cool movie. I like it if you like kind of sci-fi-ish type movies. A lot of blood, a lot of over the top, extra cool action, and I have 2 copies of this. When it came out on 3D, I bought that one too. So back when 3D was cool. I don't even know if stuff comes out in 3D anymore. But if you have a 3D player and a 3D TV, and you can get your hands on a 3D copy of this, it's worth it. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to set that aside. All right. Evil Dead. This came out... Oh, I think I bought this in 2013, maybe? And it's the remake of Evil Dead. Ash versus the Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. This is a remake of the original. And I watched this Home Alone. And I was, in my 30s, and I watched this by myself. It scared the shit out of me. I felt very uneasy for some reason after. And movies don't usually do that. But I remember kind of being all creeped out, spooked out by this. If you like horror movies, check it out. A lot of people, I think, kind of threw some shade on it because I don't know. I don't remember how well it did. And usually remakes, especially a beloved horror movie like Evil Dead and what that franchise kind of turned out to be with Bruce Campbell and everything. But if you haven't seen it and you like horror movies, you know, it's not like, I don't think it's stupid. It's not like you watch it and feel like, oh, I feel dumber. I mean, there's a lot worse movies. But I don't think I've actually watched this since that one time. Maybe it just scared me too much. I'll have to check this out again soon. But yeah, check that out. The fourth movie, a very, very cool Nicolas Cage, and I think it's one of Samuel L. Jackson's first, one of his first 200 or 300 movies he did. No, it was one of his first movies, Samuel L. Jackson and David Caruso. When David Caruso first left NYPD Blue, because that was a big, huge TV show on ABC, and made him a star, and he had the bright idea of leaving that show so he could go be a big movie star, which he never actually really blew up. He kind of should have stayed on that show, but it was one of his first movies when he left that show. And Nicolas Cage is big and buff and scary and mean. He's the thuggish, ruggish bone in this movie, for real. It's if you've never heard of it, if you've never seen it, get your hands on Kiss of Death. It's a good story. It's kind of a I don't know if you'd consider it a sleeper hit, but check that out. You probably forget that it's actually Nicolas Cage because he's such a totally different character, and no matter what anybody says, he's one of the best actors ever. And the last movie, oh, it's an animated one. Oh, this one, it's Hulk versus Thor and Hulk versus Wolverine. And this is very cool. It's got both stories in there. It is animated, but if you're into Marvel Legends, you're into superhero movies, you're into superheroes, and you haven't seen this, what are you doing with your life? You'll really dig this, unless you just are like kind of snobby towards animation for whatever reason. You know, if you like animated stuff, and even if you don't, it's I mean, everybody likes the Hulk. Thor is kick-ass. The Wolverine, one of the top, characters in all of comics. So it's well done. It's been out for quite some time. I don't know if I can catch the 2008. So it's been out for a minute, 12 years, but it's pretty cool. Check it out. So that was 5 movies in this box, or what are the 5 movies in this box, or I don't know what I'll call it, but I've been planning on doing this for a little while, and I'm going to do the same thing with some figures. I'm going to pull out 5 random figures and just talk a little bit about them and maybe rank them, like, out of my favorites. Probably, if I was to say my favorites out of these particular movies, well, I'll do my top 2 out of here for sure. I mean, out of these 5 movies, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is my number 1, and the second one is Kiss of Death, for whatever that's worth. But these all 5 of these movies are excellent, and I'm going to say that for most of my movies, because I only buy the ones that I really like and could watch, more than once and want to own. I don't buy so many physical copies anymore because of streaming, and I never thought I would do that. But these Vampire Hunter and Kiss of Death, these are pretty dope. So check those out. Let me know what your some of your favorite movies, and let me know if you've seen these, and let me know if you end up watching these and what you think. You can tell me you're full of shit and you have bad taste, or you can tell me, yeah, I love that movie, or I did check it out and it was good, whatever. But all right, thanks for playing along, and we'll see you next time when we go into the Multiverse. See you later.